Okay, hello, folks. Welcome to my Monday Night Raw review, the go home show before Survivor Series this Sunday on pay per view. Honestly, the build to this whole pay per view is not really been good, and this kind of somewhat continues on tonight also, but this is the go home show to Survivor Series. So what do we have going on, what do we have going on? We kicked off the show with Drew McIntyre talking about his title shot tonight against Randy Orton, as he talked about Survivor Series is a Thanksgiving tradition and whatnot. He says he's lived in the U.S. for over a third of his life, and he loves Thanksgiving, and he's thankful for his friends, family, fans, everybody in the Thunderdome, bringing us all closer to get together. But the mostly he's thankful for is his doubters, that when you set a goal, they don't believe in you and they always talk trash, but he's proven them wrong, and he held up three fingers to tell the doubters to read between the lines, basically. And that he said when he was on SmackDown, basically telling Roman he's coming after him, and he's got his own head shoved up his own ass right now. And then he was going to go after Randy Orton also, which he has not forgotten about him tonight. But Randy Orton was on the screen, talked about Drew McIntyre, said you want to talk about what you're thankful for and everything, right? Because Orton said he's thankful for being a 14-time WWE champion, and that he's thankful for WWE gave him a fine, I guess, for he put his hands on Adam Pearce, and it didn't even faze him. That he's been fined and suspended more times than anybody that's ever been to WWE under contract, and he's got a lot of fines and suspensions on him. I will say that he's got a lot of those. And he said he's been at home serving suspensions longer than 80% of the roster, and he spent a lot of his time on the couch, but he's still here. Why is he still here? Because he says he's the greatest wrestler ever, and he's going to prove it again in this match tonight. And basically, like Hell in a Cell, that the most dangerous three letters are going to be the RKO, as Drew said, listen, I'm not going to be falling off a Hell in a Cell structure. I'm going to be kicking your head off your own shoulders, okay? But next thing you know, Miz came out, and him and Morrison, saying that, yes, you do have your title match tonight, and he still holds the Money in the Bank contract. And as Miz is promoting his TV show, McIntyre basically told him, imagine what I'm going to do to you if you get involved in that match tonight. Miz said, the title can change hands any times right now. Bray Wyatt wants to hide in this Firefly Funhouse and everything. But, and that Wyatt's afraid of them. But Miz basically told him, like, I can come for you anytime, basically, and cash it in, okay? Drew walked towards them, but Miz and Morrison backed out then, saying, like, yeah, we'll see you later, okay? We're going to go somewhere else, all right? So I could be walking out with that title tonight, basically. Good opening, basically setting up for the title match tonight, and Miz possibly still cashing it in. Next, Lana, I guess, stretching for six women's tag match tonight. Baszler and Jax told her to stay out of the way and everything. You get involved and do not tag yourself in this match, or else. Basically, it was Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke versus Baszler, Jax, and Lana. What can I really say from this? Not really much. Baszler did get the Careful clutch onto Asuka, but Lana tagged herself in, so I guess it didn't really count on Asuka if she tapped out. Lana tried to cover her. It did not work. Nia Jax yelled at her to get out of the ring. Asuka ended up putting Lana in the Asuka lock for the win. And what happens, folks? The inevitable happens. What are we at? Number 9? Yes. I think we are at number 9 at this point. 999. It's almost getting shot more times than 50 Cent. 9 times. So a lot of things you go 9 times, but we are at number 9, folks. Number 9. Sorry, I couldn't fit my other finger in that camera shot. 9 times Lana goes through the table. I still enjoy it. I don't know why I am having so much fun watching her go through a table every week. Why? Because I find it hilarious. That's why. So 9 times. 9 times. 9. Man, that feels fun to say. 9 times. But even after 9 times, I should say, I guess there's only one other thing to take from this match, and I guess apparently Mandy Rose's arm, shoulder was injured throughout this match since Baszler taking it out. And even after this match, also, they had, Dana Brooke, I guess, go check in the trainer's room. But next thing you know, Reckoning, a.k.a. Mia Yim, Retribution attacked her. And then they ended up replacing both of them. So, yes, more team changes apparently in this whole Survivor Series thing. So, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke are out. And they put Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce in. I don't know if that really makes much of a difference, to be honest, in this whole SmackDown, Raw team and whatnot. But, I guess we'll see. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Which they even complained. I guess they said we're not going to be pushovers. They told Baszler and Jax. And Jax said something about this is a worse idea than Quibi. Was it like that TV streaming thing that just failed or something? Quibi. I don't know. I didn't use it, so I can't really say I know much about Quibi or anything. So it's Quibi. Next, AJ Styles had all the Raw shirts for the team and everything. And, saying he's the captain and whatnot. Sheamus kept saying, you're not the captain, okay? But Styles said, listen, man, we can't lose. We got to come together here. We got to team up. We got to face Retribution tonight. And we got the shirts out and everything. As you know, Riddle was about to do the whole nicknames again with them. But yeah, Matt Riddle, though, couple more nicknames for, Styles and whatnot. Which, I guess he was going to give the giant bodyguard some type of a nickname. So calling Styles, the skipper. He's still the skipper. The mongoose. Skipper. Broly. Fireface. And, Dopey. Yeah, that's the one. But, yeah, AJ said you can't talk to the big guy. You can't even speak to him. All right, this guy doesn't even speak English. And then he says, of course I do. And he says, why didn't you tell me that before? It says, because you never asked. And AJ says, I have so many questions. He has so many questions, but never spoke to the guy for some reason. Never spoke to him. Firefly Funhouse time with Wyatt and Bliss as they talked about The Miz, saying he's not nice. And yes, we've had issues and everything, but he wanted to give him a lesson in manners. And it's going to be Miz versus Wyatt tonight. And Wyatt went on to tell him, he didn't want to repeat himself because he don't want to see his bad side. And he had his friends help prepare for his match where he had a blindfold on. And I guess we had some type of spelling bee, which they says, spell the word jackass. And Miz spelled it M-I-Z. Jackass, okay? And Wyatt basically told, Miz never misses. And it's going to be a dart coming at him tonight. So, as he called Miz some Hollywood actor and the reptilians, which I will watch out for those reptilians all the way. They could be real out here. That's what he said about his match tonight. MVP came out with the Hurt Business as Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin were getting ready to face the New Day for the tag team titles. MVP talked about last. She said he's going to squeeze life out Sami Zayn Survivor Series and whatnot, and that the Hurt Business will go on to Survivor Series to beat the Street Profits. New Day came out then talking about the Hurt Business then, talking about going to be truthful and everything. You guys should call yourself, you're a bunch of jerks, and you guys can call yourselves the Jerk Business. There's a jacking off joke that comes off into this, or a jerk chicken joke that comes into this, but MVP said, that's your best punchline, huh? Huh? Yeah, there you go. It wasn't really that funny. Basically, I would say maybe the best tag match out of the entire night of this show, or maybe the best match out of this show tonight, was the New Day versus the Hurt Business, which was really enjoyable. I thought this was a great match. I kind of wish the Hurt Business would have won this. I will say those suicide dives that Cedric Alexander did not look good, which the first one he missed, and the second one he got, but the third one it was gassed, which I think he was decided gassed doing all those suicide dives, because this man was just throwing himself for the life out there, hoping he hit somebody, and man, it looked like he was just trying to kill himself out there. But the New Day ended up winning, hitting the Daybreak on Cedric for the win. I actually wanted to see the Hurt Business win. Like I said, if people are going to compare these guys to the Four Horsemen Evolution, they got to hold a lot of gold first before you can say that type of comparison. But I wanted them to win this match. I actually wanted to see Street Profits versus Hurt Business then, just to, make the Hurt Business even look stronger. So I kind of wanted to see a title change to this. I didn't actually think New Day was going to win, but They end up winning, so I guess we still got New Day versus Street Profits this Sunday, but this is still a great tag match overall. Sheamus had a trunk telling Drew to come here, talking about, stuff that's been lost forever and everything, and he talked about, this whole family and his mother telling me stories about this generational thing going on. Basically, it looked like Drew's old gear when he first debuted back on SmackDown in 2007, or maybe back in 2009 when he kind of made his official debut, but stuff that was passed down. There was a sword in it too. So basically, we got some classic Drew McIntyre gear coming out of it, which you looked at tonight. Mustafa Ali cut a promo, Retribution, as they're still going to be taking over and everything. This group is still dead. Basically, the Raw Survivor Series team went against Retribution, which for once, Retribution won. They won a match, folks. I don't believe it. Mustafa got the win on Riddle, which basically just shows more friction between the Raw team for this Sunday. But Retribution finally got a win. Can I say it made them look strong? Not really. Does this group still suck? Yes, it does. But at least I can say Slapjack got a win, folks. Slapjack, everybody. Slapjack. But Retribution finally got a win. Okay? Next, Nikki Cross was backstage looking for Bliss, saying she's going to stop it. It's not her last week. It's The Fiend taking over. But next you know, Cher Strieber, she ended up going to Jeff Hardy as he had all these wanted signs, basically called 555 Amen. Still, Elias is still blaming Jeff Hardy of who ran him over and everything. And he's tired of all these, these whole accusations, and he's going to make Elias pay, which he went to his locker room and told him, like, enough of the flyers, okay? I said I'd never hit you with my car. Elias said, there was you're the only one that knows what happened that night. You're the only one that did it. Hardy ended up picking up and pushing him against the wall. Say, if you continue to keep accusing me of this, I'm going to be guilty of doing a lot worse. So, yeah, he's still being accused of this stuff and everything. Some would say, where's Jeff's lawyer? I don't know. Hopefully you don't get shitheads like Michael Avenatti, that cocksucking piece of shit. Nike's coming after your punk ass. Next, Miz and Miz Morrison came out. Miz basically talking about how Wyatt, I guess, stalked him and his family back then and his kid. And basically, I regret some things I said earlier in the night so we can make it water under the bridge and we can come after that WWE title. Alexa Bliss came out and basically told Miz he said no. Nikki Cross tried to stop her, but Bliss said, you're right. And then she ended up punching Cross. They brawled for a second till they broke it up. Wyatt came out as Bliss walked along Wyatt to the ring. We got Miz versus Bray Wyatt. Then it's nothing I really wanted to see right here. I will say Bliss did a dive on Morrison, which they both went over the barricade. Miz, just like last time, I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but yes, he got beat by Wyatt again, by regular Bray Wyatt, not even the Fiend. This was just, sweater vest Bray Wyatt right here. So, Wyatt got the win, so I guess we wouldn't really be hearing from Miz later on tonight as it pertains to the WWE title. We actually got a really cool video package from, for both, Orton and McIntyre, somewhat of their careers being a little bit parallel and how they started to where they are right now. Not, completely parallel, but similar in a way too. So very cool video package. Next, I know they interviewed Asuka about her match this Sunday. Asuka says she's going to win. Garza cutting a promo once again, talking about, someone's going to control her beauty and another rose. I don't know where they're going with Garza at this point. And I don't even know what happened to Almonds, and with no Vega around, I don't know where any of these two are really going to be going at this point, okay? But we did get into the main event. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. McIntyre coming out with the kilt and the sword and whatnot. As I said, Clash of Drew gear against Randy Orton. A very good match. Very enjoyable. I like this. This was not bad. Not bad at all. We've seen both of these guys put on great matches before. That table spot, though. Man, a lot of these guys hitting the announce table big time. But, McIntyre knocking Orton off the apron onto onto a table then, which started bleeding from his back. Drew had set for the Claymore, but Orton took him down with the power slam, which he was bleeding from his back. And then he had Drew on the table. He hit him with the draping DDT. Got him back in the ring, went for the RKO, but McIntyre pushed him, going across the ropes, hitting the Claymore kick for the 3 count. Would I call Randy Orton a transitional champion right here? I guess so, since he only held the belt for like 3-4 weeks. He never really faced it against anybody else but Drew, but I'm actually surprised Drew won the belt back. I didn't really expect that to happen, but given Survivor Series this Sunday, I don't think they wanted to do a heel versus heel thing between both Randy Orton and Roman, because even I've said this before, who you ever really lose here when you've had both of these guys be top heels on each show. We already know what Roman's been doing on SmackDown, and we already know what Orton's been doing for the past many months now, how he's just been kicking folks' heads off and killing everybody on the show and winning the title. So I do believe Drew is winning back, which I think they look at this as a money match right now. That's why they want to do it this Sunday. Some believe this could be a WrestleMania main event, which is true also. They could have saved for that, but I think they want to leave it with a big hook for Survivor Series and a big main event match, especially between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre and whatnot. Not saying Orton wasn't bad either, just I think that's what they were looking for as the money match. Would I expected a cash in here tonight? In a way, yes, but after Miz being taken out earlier, I guess not. Like I said, I enjoyed this match. I just didn't think Randy Orton was going to lose here. I still think it'll probably be a rematch after Survivor Series, so I expect that to happen and whatnot. So, very interesting that there was a title change. I really expected the title change to happen tonight, but it did happen, folks. There was a title change. As for Survivor Series Sunday, I can't really say it was not really, it hasn't really been a good build to the show. It really hasn't. So, what can I really say from this? We haven't really seen that much build other than people trying to qualify for the show. But SmackDown has even completed all the qualifications. We still missing like some members for the women's team and another guy for the men's team. So we don't even have all of that. And I will say one thing at least different from the build of Survivor Series this year, we didn't get people invading shows even though they're all in the same building. But we didn't get Raw attacking SmackDown or SmackDown attacking Raw. We didn't get any of that. We're just doing the brand versus brand thing because it's whatever, okay? Given the card this Sunday, doesn't look bad per se, but I think people would have expected NXT to be involved in this too. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about War Games for NXT yet. That usually falls around Survivor Series, but yes, we basically, I guess no War Games for right now, but yeah, like I said, last year's build, I think it was just better due to NXT being involved, and it was exciting. Right now, it's just kind of whatever. It's like nobody really interacted with anybody from a different show, and just giving the teams, I don't really care. So the build has not been good, but hey, we got some matches that have some potential. Maybe it could be good. I don't know, okay? And they're doing this whole final farewell thing for The Undertaker. That's their hook, but hey, don't be surprised that dude gets ready to compete for another match. I would not be surprised by that. I would not, okay? But they gotta hook the crowd up with something, especially with this whole Undertaker 30-year anniversary thing for Survivor Series. So I don't know what to expect this Sunday. We will have a double joint review. Me and my friend will be doing a review, folks. It will be 2. So get ready for a big one this Sunday, I should say, in this podcast. But we'll see what we have to talk about on Sunday. We will. Okay? But I don't know what to expect from Survivor Series this Sunday. I don't know. All I know is it will be a double joint review Sunday. So get ready for that to go down and whatnot. Overall, Raw I can really say was 2-match show, honestly. The WWE title match and the tag team title match. The builds for Survivor Series, take how you want to take it, okay? Because it hasn't really been good build this year for this show. But other than that, I am done with this review. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded890. You know how this show goes. No I am, no I do. Show with the flow. Like I said, double joint review will be this Sunday for Survivor Series. We will see you tomorrow night for Impact. Knockouts title tournament begins. So other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out.